Welcome back to the greatest show. I am JKL Harris. How are you guys doing today? Oh, camera, please. Camera, please. Hello, Crank. Thank you for the cat sitting very comfortably around a campfire with its friends. Faith, thank you for being first. It means a lot. Camera, please. The puzzles never end. The puzzles never end. We've got a lot to talk about today. I'm gonna wait a little bit because actually I'm hoping Simidin shows up because I have a question for him. Because now that I've beaten the game, your hair has gone wee. Yeah. Sometimes it just has its mind of its own. Maybe I need to get a haircut. Also, maybe it would help if I realized which way I was actually pushing hair down. RuneScape party at EA. So now that I've beaten the game, I went and watched the start of Simidin's playthrough. I watched the start of Day 9's playthrough. And I watched a video of someone who was able to beat the game on day 1. Now, obviously, not their first attempt. It was like their 100th attempt on just trying day 1 Room 46's. And yes, I learned some things. I feel pretty good. Thank you for the hydrate. I feel pretty good because... Oh, and also Splash started playing it in Discord, and so I watched her play a little bit. I feel pretty good because there's a couple things that I think I'm doing really right, just in general. There's a couple things I prioritized that I then saw... You can do what with the what? Yeah. Things that I saw the person who beat it day 1 or beat it on day 1 doing, and then talking about why it was important and realizing, yeah, I've had this same mindset, and then seeing people, seeing my friends who maybe haven't gotten that part down, then struggle, and realizing just a couple of things. There's RNG. RNG is a factor in this game, but you can really mitigate it. And there's a couple of things I've been doing that's really helped mitigate it. There's a couple of rooms I've been undervaluing, specifically the chapel. And we'll talk more about that when we get in. But man, that is a room that I didn't even think about how good it actually is. Unfortunately, I think everyone that's here, that's going to be here, is here. Well, not everyone's going to be here is here, but there's been Simidin, and I think it's mostly just Simidin that's been stopping by before we actually start, just to say hi. And damn, I was hoping to ask him a question about his playthrough, because he had a parlor puzzle that he got wrong. And he referenced it again later as like, I think there was something wrong with it. And I was curious if he's ever gone back and looked at it again, because I can't be certain that I knew which one was right, because obviously if you get it, so not that we've gotten a parlor puzzle wrong, but if you get it wrong, you don't get it. Nothing shows you which one it actually was in. But I am like pretty certain I know which one it was, and I was hoping to ask if he's gone back and looked at it, or just it's kind of a way to talk more about the parlor puzzles, because I've definitely seen that's a one that I was kind of surprised. Like I've come close to messing some up, and then Crank's helped, or other people in chat have helped. There's one I specifically remember Crank helping. That's why I'm calling him out by name, but I don't think he's the only one that's helped me not screw puzzles up. But like, it's interesting because like, I think on the ones where I needed help, I wasn't about to open a wrong one. It was more along the lines of, okay, so which one do I open? And then something got clarified, and I realized, okay. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think at some point, there's definitely been points where I've like Like, the rules are incredibly simple, but in a sense, they're so simple. I feel like they're so simple that I sometimes forget them. Question for parlor puzzles is always that only one box is true, or can two be true? At least one box is true, at least one box is false. That is the rules of the game. There's a long time, like the first like 7 or 8 puzzles I had, there were 2 true answers, and so I got into my head that there was always 2 true answers. But you just have one true one, one false one, and the third one could be true, could be false, could be blank, which is also important. And not at all a call out to Simon if he's still here, or if he's here. But there are blank puzzle boxes, and that's thrown you off a couple times? Okay, yeah. No, yeah, I want to say the first, like, it was a while before that the first couple puzzles first handful of puzzles we had had 2 true, and I got to a point where I just had the rules turned around in my head of, yeah, there's 2 true boxes. And then the other one that, like, I didn't think about was throwing me off, but at some point I had to remind myself, because I just wasn't thinking about it, is there is only one box that has gems in it. And that's kind of actually, regardless of like the hints on the boxes, that's probably the biggest hint. Is if you're like, and I don't want to get too much in the parlor. I'll talk more about this once I click continue, because I want to keep the spoiler free, but I've already said it. To me, the biggest hint is not going to be what's on the boxes. It's always that only one box can have gems in it. That to me is always the biggest hint. Well, let's click continue so we can talk about it and talk about the stuff that I missed. We're on to day 25. Let's get in there. And now that hopefully anyone who's trying to avoid spoilers has left, or I scared them off by already talking about the parlor. The reason I say there's only one box and I have the gems is always the biggest hint for the parlor is I've been scared off. Oh no! It sometimes can feel like, okay, either this one's true or this one's true. And like, there's usually a couple of ways to pull that apart and figure out which one's true. But for me, the easiest way to always have pulled that apart is, does one of these lead me to only one box? Because if there's 3 boxes and only one of them's true, and the one true thing doesn't actually let you know which box a gem's in, like, then the puzzle sucks. And so far, they've not done that at all. So usually, like, if it's like, this box is, like, obviously this box is black is like the easiest one to know if it's true or false. But like, if that's your only true box, that doesn't tell you where the gems are. So like, that's kind of been a helpful thing of like, if there are statements that don't actually reference where the gem is, then, and I'm considering that to be the only true one, or like I'm in a situation where that might be the only true one, it's not. Just period. Well, okay. Let me clarify. If that's the only thing that will actually give me information about gem, there are false ones where it's like, this box is empty, and it's clearly the false, or like, and I can't tell what the other ones are telling me. That's the false one, and the gem is in there. So, this is still propped up. Interesting. Open only in the random inheritance. We've read this already. Okay. So, there's a couple of rooms that I want to go to. There's one room we've been to a lot. Can you click on the actual trophy? Oh. Motherfucker. Thank you, Craig. No wonder it was still propped up. Okay. Anyway, there's a safe that's been in a room we've been in a bunch of times and I just missed it completely. There's a bunch of rooms I want a magnifying glass for. I've had one since clarified by watching another playthrough, but there's also another thing in that room that also you need a magnifying glass for, so I probably will still draft it anyways and show it off and all that stuff. What else specifically? Oh. Okay. Oh. We're actually really close to the Win 40 parlor games. Interesting. In curse mode, in dare mode. About the entire showroom. Ace the classroom final exam. Complete the trophy cookies. Solve the puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. What's room 8? I don't have room 8 yet. Or room 7. Interesting. We're 16 or 19. Got everything here. And we have room 46. Okay, there's a bedroom we haven't gotten. There's 2 shops we haven't gotten. Studio additions. Okay. So we know the kennel exists, we haven't drafted. Found floor plans. Conservatory and mechanarium are ones we found, but we haven't actually drafted them yet. And then outer room we have everything. Okay. So the outer room. I'm a pretty firm believer that going to the outer room first is just right. There are 2 rooms that I think you would want to draft later. They're like are really good if you draft later. One being the hovel, where you don't need gems. Instead of spending gems to draft rooms, you spend footprints. And that's way better if you've like. I think if you're going for a hovel play, if you're hoping for a hovel playthrough, what you do is you like fill out your first 3 ranks, being aggressive about spending gems. So you actually take a bunch of gem rooms out of the pool, and then you come back and draft the hovel. But I think you also need dice for that. And it's just one of those things where it feels like such a crapshoot. Oh yeah, we also have this blessing. Whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. I want an early. This is gonna sound weird. I think I want an early study, or not study. An early either office or security. So you can start the experiment remotely because we have the Blackbridge Grotto, and then even if you because the laboratory is one of the mechanical rooms. There's not a lot of mechanical rooms. None on this page. None on this page. Utility closet, boiler room, pump room. Oh, security is a workshop. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you don't even necessarily want security. You want to track it from office? Office or safe house. I want to go to bed but feeling cozy? Well, do what's best for you. But anyway, you kind of want to spend a bunch of gems. If you're doing a hovel playthrough, you kind of want to spend a bunch of gems first and then do it. Because I mean, guess you could get a laundry, and that also is a way for you to use your gems. But you are going to get gems in your playthrough. Let's have such a long ass day. I left at like 10. I got home an hour ago. Oh no. And then the other room is the trading room where you can trade items. You could take it early. You could take it now, and I wouldn't be opposed to taking it now. But you could then go through 20 rooms and not get a single item, and then it's just a wasted thing. And that kind of sucks. Man, tool shed or schoolhouse? I think tool shed's goated. very often we get sledgehammer and shovel out of it at the start, and it's just like opens so much for us throughout the day. But I do want a day where I get through all the classrooms too. But maybe it's not today. Maybe today's I'm trying to figure out as much as I can. We got the battery and the lockpick, I think. I mean, we got the battery, which Crank. We got the battery. There's one thing I don't want to talk about beforehand, but Crank and I are both very excited to try this out. There's a couple of things we can do with it. Okay. Very, very, very important thing. I think objectively the right thing to do is draft all 3 rooms before stepping into any of them. Maybe if you get showroom and closet, you step into one. And more importantly, I think it's right to put at least 1 dead end in one of these 3 rooms, if not 2. Definitely not 3. Obviously not 3. But like, although I think I want to do nursery before quest bedroom, if I can. I think I'll do nook here. I'm not doing den because I'm kind of watching my friends play. I've kind of come to learn that, man, I picked the cloister where if I draft a fireplace coming out of it, or a room with a fireplace out of it, that it gets dirt piles. And I'm quickly learning there's not a lot of rooms that have fireplaces in them. Ooh, do I spend a gem on nursery? I really like nursery here. It's not dining room. It's nursery or closet. I was going to talk about, like, man, saving gems for later is, like, so great. Rank 1 dining room is, man, watching some of the people I know play, there are people who take a rank 1 dining room, and I think this is absolutely the worst pick here. And I'm even considering spending a gem on the nursery. This opens up more rooms, but this also opens up more rooms if I draft it over here, and then you come back less steps to get the food. I know I rank dining room. I love dining room. Dining room's 2 doors out. It gives you bonus food if you get to this rank, which if you're beating the game, you have to do. No, sorry. No what? Harris? Me? Faith? Oh, how do you rank dining room? Oh, after rank 8. Oh, okay, so how do you rank your dining room? I'm laughing because I thought when I first started playing this game, I saw this rank 1 or I saw ranks whatever in the bottom right, and my first thought was, oh, I get to level up my rooms. No, we're doing the old definition of rank, which is the lines, like each left to right line is a rank. So it's an old word for row. And so we're currently in rank 1. Rank 2 is any of the rooms we drafted this next rank. Rank 3 is so on. This foundation's in rank 7. So yeah, no, do not worry, because I genuinely that's why I moved my camera up here, so we can see what rank we're on and what room we're in, because this is important. But in this, whatever room I put here will be rank 1. And so I have to. Now the interesting thing about the dining room is it not only have to draft a room in this rank, I have to step into it. So once I step into it, the dining room activates. And that's part of why... Does rank affect anything else? Yes. So one of the reasons you want to draft all these rooms early is whatever rank you're in affects the rarity of rooms you can get. So I'm actually hold on. Can I look at? No, I can't look at room stuff. I'm actually I didn't actually even know you could draft dining room in rank 1, but here we are. But that's one of the reasons you want to try and draft all these rooms early is like there's some good low rarity rooms and you want to see them before you get up to here. And you also essentially don't want them clogging up your pool once you get up to here. So if you can get like, so you can fill this bottom row with like, I mean, closet's actually a good room. Closet's even though it's a dead end, it's still a really good room because the 2 items help you get better stuff. But like, there's other things as well. We know from a book outside that, damn it. Okay, we'll draft this and then one of the other things I wanted to test. We know that there's a bunch of green rooms that can only be drafted on the outside walls. And then also each room has a predetermined, not fertility. What's the word I'm looking for? The soils, like the soil levels. Some of them are better than others for things that interact with that specific green room. And so depending on where you are in them, like you can get better effects as well. But that's less of a rank thing and more of a room specific thing. But technically that's affected by ranks as well. I also want to say there are certain rooms that can't spawn. Like I don't think you can get garage in rank 1. Like no matter how good you are. And I don't even think it's rank 2. I don't know how close garage can be, but it's definitely, I don't think it could be these first 2 ranks and stuff. I think so, like that's an example, but I think there are rooms that like foundation, I think I don't know exactly what ranks you can spawn it in, but it's definitely not all of them. You can't get foundation here, for instance, and stuff like that. So when did you add just catting? I added just catting after they took the category away from us after that April Fool's. That day I streamed in just catting and had I loved it. I wish they'd kept it, and then they didn't. And so just catting has been my tags ever since as a I miss you just catting category. So the entire time you've been here, for in other words, just catting has been a category. I'm against my better judgment, I'm going to spend a gem on rank 1 and get a nursery. Apparently I read that. That's fine. That being said, there is something there. I do have an ulterior motive for drafting the nursery. So remember this book? Oh, we got a key. Nice. Remember this book, The Red Prince? We've read it before. When we beat the game, we even got the original version of Red Prince before it got edited. I read it the first time through. I never really looked at it again. And then I was watching someone play. And I got to this page. Wait, there was a pawn. Yes. Oh, let me open my notes. We have a notepad of what pieces are in what room, or what rooms contain what pieces, because there's a puzzle where we're going to need to know that.
And his name is John C.
Her name is Splash Cena. Yeah, so we've got pawn in freezer, den, storeroom, bedroom, quest bedroom, drafting studio, walk-in closet, nursery, and dining room. So we have that. But what we don't have is what this says, because I don't think that actual page. Oh, it is. So it is this page where the prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. But is that what this actually says? I am now incredibly curious and want to. We get a magnifying glass, we're coming back here. So anyway, that's one of the other reasons I did nursery. Sure, I'll do this because I have been saying draft all the rooms. I like parlor here. We already are going to this room because of the den. So if I can save the den for a place where I do need that, where that extra door does help, it does more. So let's draft the parlor. More magnifying glass needs? Yep. It's what I didn't even tell you about because I wanted to try and do it myself. But real quick, we're going to take advantage of our extra rooms out here. There are a couple of names I've been reminded of that I want to try for admin passwords. You haven't drafted the nursery at all? All those gems you've spent and you never drafted a nursery? Going to bed. Good night, Faith. All right. We need an admin key. I am pretty sure that the admin key, how admin keys work is first four letters of the last name and then the first letter of the first name, which one of the most important people in this entire, what's it called, is the house manager, who is, I think the first name starts with an A. I can't remember what it is, but her last name's Babbage. And it worked. Mrs. Babbage, yes. Network settings. This admin key does not have permissions for this feature. Oh no, different admins have different permissions. No. Oh. Okay, so we just have all of them. We just fucking have all of them. Okay. All right, we're writing this down because we're gonna want all of them. Why does this have all of them? Three additional delisted admin keys. Yeah, I'm interested what those are. Well, not all of them, but that's true. Okay, so we got Moore R, Tom K, Bab A, which we are using, Ruat H, and then the one that let us know them all, Reva D, which we know doesn't work. Okay. Oh, Ruat H also doesn't work. Oh, and we can click on all of them. Account created January 29th, 1993. Last login February 5th, 1993. Most drafted room, service quarters. I think this was this valet. Baron's valet for 20 years, substituting for Mr. Moore until we find a suitable assistant admin. Why is this key expired? Reva D, groundskeeper, former, account created 11/2/88, last login 2/192, most drafted room, greenhouse. Personnel notes, terminated March 1992 for suspicion of blackmail and not watering the plants. All right. Don't need a valet for dead man. True. Bab A, house manager, account created 1/31/86, last login 10/25/91. Didn't water the plants. What a scandal. I know that I shouldn't have plants because I'd forget to water them. Author of all personnel notes. Oh, she wrote all of these. Okay. Man. Okay. Moore R, admin access, lead system administrator. Account created 1/20/86, last login 9/193, most draft room laboratory. Personnel notes, lead lab technician for Cinca, set up estate terminals and Blackbridge network. There's a note in the laboratory of like someone who's filling in and trying to learn how to use the house. And that was a name that I wanted to find again and then use as, and I think this is them, but I could be wrong. All right, then Tom K, assistant, or this might be them. Tom K, assistant lab technician, account created 6/22/93, last login 8/193, most drafted room laboratory. Personnel notes, recent transfer from Cinca, former executive assistant to H.S. Sinclair, trusted full admin privileges. Return to database. And then we can't look at 3 additional delisted admin keys, which makes sense. All right, let's exit and let's start going through these. I'm curious what it just says for Ruat H, because admin keys been activated. Yep. Okay. Cool. Do we have one? No. Okay. More R. Welcome to Blackbridge. First, do we have access? No, we don't. Okay. Even though we're network settings. Okay, timeout setting controls how long computer terminal stays connected to the network without disconnecting from the server. Default setting immediate requires a new connection each time the user attempts to log into the network. So immediate 1 day, 1 week. Whoa. Let's see what changing it to 1 month does. Electronic mail settings. 1 month timeout. Oh, okay. So we can turn all this on. Check connection. Inbound, outbound connections, and electronic mail communications outside local network have been temporarily disabled. Okay, so we can always check the email? I don't know what that does. I think... Unless we are now able to get new emails. Admin logs. Last cables have finally been laid, and the office terminal has been connected to the central network. Given the ever-changing nature of the rooms on the estate, we chose to install the server outside the house to maintain connection stability at all times. A small cavern off to the eastern drive was selected for the server site. All remaining computer terminals on the estate are now connected to the network main. Oh, also this is more R. This might be another way if we find another name, is if one pops up here. I doubt it, but that'd be cheeky. All remaining computer terminals on the estate are now connected to the network mainframe, and we will now begin testing remote access capabilities between them. I've also asked Baron come up with a name for the network. Some deliberation in our network has been named Blackbridge, a somewhat ominous name for the project given the legend from which the term derives, though very fitting considering we chose an actual cave to house the mainframe. I only hope that our servers do not suffer that same fate that befell those in that story. I don't know if we know that story yet. Regular maintenance report, fix the connection error that was occurring between the office and the security terminal. We've also added electronic mail capabilities to each terminal that can be accessed via the network. Recording capabilities of all cameras on the state have been disabled. Additionally, the existing video playback functionality of the security terminal has also been removed. And then 2 deleted logs. Interesting. Deleted log, deleted log, deleted log, deleted log, deleted log, deleted log. As requested yesterday, new admin key created. The request name doesn't quite fit with their typical length formatting. Oh. Have we seen a note from someone who has a last name shorter than 4 letters? That's what that immediately makes me think of. New admin key created for someone whose name doesn't fit with typical length formatting. Okay, keep an eye out for someone with a last name that is 3 letters or less. Immediately, all electronic mail capabilities have been restricted and now can only be accessed via the office terminal. All the terminal inboxes have been archived and can only be restored via admin control. Temporary access to the mainframe in Blackbridge Grotto has been restored to perform routine maintenance. Temporary access to the mainframe in Blackbridge Grotto has been restored to perform routine maintenance. Greetings, Sarah Harris, Lord Defender of the Blueprints. That is Blue Baron to you, good sir. I have now achieved my title. Hello, DTN. Welcome in. Okay, so archive access is probably... So admin access is what we have now. Personnel access is how we've got all these names. Sir Lord Baron, thank you. is what we're in now. And then archive access lets us see everything that was deleted. So we got to figure out who has archive access. RTA is down while we work on a solution to report terminal connection failures. RTA is working again. Terminal connections tested to confirm functional to make future testing easier. Add ability to access offline terminals through the RTA when Blackbridge is open. Sync H. I think we've tried Sync H, but we can't try. Per request, one temporary admin key has been added to the network. So for 1 month, he needed access. Why? And then one new admin key has been added to the network. Tom K, welcome to the team. Added new management features to Blackbridge admin control, updated user database, changing the guard in preparation for Simon's arrival, inbound and outbound messages as well as offsite connections from outside the state have been disabled per the instructions left by the Baron himself. Okay. So that was admin logs, right? Yeah. Data files. Import trophy data, duplicate save data, clear save data, create backup, restore from backup. Huh? Oh, Crank was talking about this. That lets you... There's certain trophies you can only get on subsequent playthroughs, and this is how you import them back into this playthrough. Okay. I'm pretty sure Tom K is going to be the exact same, but let's just open it anyway, just to make sure. Yeah. And then those are the only settings. Okay. All right. More like not Smelly Harris. Joke's on you. Okay, let's try Herbert S. Sinclair. Admin not found. Okay. All right. Forgive me, Harris, I've sinned. I've been playing DBD. How could you? How could you play a game that I have played for 2,000 hours? Also, where the fuck do we find these two things, I wonder? I'm gonna grab this just in case you use this to actually get the other two. Okay, so one name that I don't remember, but I am curious. So, when Reva D, I'm blanking on his actual name, but when he was fired, he was replaced because he was the groundskeeper, and he was replaced by the fellow who wrote this book, whose name I do not remember. And I don't even know if we know it. Do Eternals too easy? That's fair. Robert Nagula. Okay. I am... Potential admin keys. Robert Nagula. So we're going to try that one. Play it right now in Ultra Nightmare? Ooh. Look at you go. I still haven't tried it. I've been playing Oblivion off stream, but I've like the remake, but I've also been doing a quick playthrough of Total War Warhammer 3 inspired by DTN. I've been doing... I played 6 hours of Sons of the Forest with my sister yesterday. That was fun. Dagger resets the entire attempt. If you don't know, I did not know that, but that makes sense. What was it? Really sad I can't do Oblivion Remastered. Skishu? Is that the cannibal game? Yes. It's the sequel to The Forest, a little more multiplayer focused. And watch Splash Fail Blueprints. I did already talk about that. I've talked about how I've watched a few people now play. Like, I have an entire base set up. I just need to go to the place to beat it. Oh, fair. Okay, let's try Nogur. Really? Why did Why did Mr. Ravan have an admin key and his replacement doesn't? That intrigues me. Binary to English. Maybe there's something that teaches me in game how to do this, but I am. Wait, what? Oh, it's to ASCII. No, convert just to. Unicode? No. Huh. Okay, maybe it doesn't work. That's too short for binary? Okay. Is there anything else I want to do while I'm outside? Witcher 3 is 10 years old this week. That is true. Maybe one day I'll beat it. I keep feeling like I'm missing something in this hallway. Might be more. No. Oh. There is something I'm missing in this hallway. I guess there's not a candle in there. I don't know if I'd actually be able to light it up, but that is another thing. Okay, so that gives me an idea of what I should actually do in that hallway if I get that item again. All right, we're already down to 56 steps. Great job, team. And I have lockpick and battery pack. All right, let's start from the Nook. Okay, courtyard. I think it is chapel. So I was going to talk about this before stream, or not before stream. I almost went on this tangent when we were still on the main screen, and you know, when I try to keep things spoiler free. Chapel might actually be the room I've been underestimating the most. There are not a lot of rooms that have 3 ways out of them. And there's far less of them that don't cost gems. Now, this one costs money. But most of the time, you should be willing to spend, like, if you go to the commissary, you usually expect to spend three gold on a gem. Chapel still takes money. Yeah, no, I figured it would. Now, the other cool, interesting thing that I can't take advantage of anymore, but is that money doesn't actually go away at first. It goes into, well, if you missed it, I don't want to spoil it. But the money doesn't go away. You do have one chance to get all the money you previously spent back. So it's actually kind of worth it to get the chapel. I am now past that point, but do you think even with that, any situation like this where the chapel is just great? Ooh. I'm not spending my last gem. I would not mind security, but I'm not spending my last gem. Now the question here is this bedroom or storeroom? I have so many ways to go. Let's just get another gem. Get these keys. Help someone find a rotary phone. Honestly, if this is another dead end, this is actually great. There's one in my neighbor's attic. Oh no. Ooh. Ooh. I don't... Oh, actually, no. It's the drawing room. It's the drawing room. It's the drawing room. And there's a very important reason for this. No, I genuinely was like, oh, I don't want to spend a gem. And then I remembered that I'm an idiot. And we have to go to the drawing room. Do you know why we have to go to the drawing room, chat? Can anyone who's not Crank or Splash tell me why we have to go to the drawing room? I am showing you exactly why, by the way. Why? Cast your band. Gotta finish the painting. Layers of Fear soundtrack starts. This is where the drawing board resides. You have to get back to. Get it? On the one hand, no one in chat is picking up the thing that I've missed every single time I've come to the drawing room. Back to the drawing board in the drawing room. I get it, DT. Thank you. I appreciate you. Take a look at the picture. For those of you that don't know. Not smart enough to get it? That's okay. I didn't get it either for a long time. At this picture, it's a guy. You gotta sit in the chair? No. There's something wrong with the candelabra behind him. It doesn't look like that. Look at... Shut up! Do not bring Nickelback into this. This is what the candelabra needs to look like. Oh, it's bent. It's bent. So now we have a safe. Now, here's the part I don't know. What is the code? So, if we go back to our hint to all of the room codes. Where did I put it in here? If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. It's the lockpicking lawyer here. Now, I don't know if we have gates in here. VOD watchers, 2 hours. Uh-oh, what? I don't know if we have gates here, but... Oh, are you saying skip forward 2 hours? I have a working theory. So there's a bunch of arrows under literally everyone. Today I'm going to show you how this safe can be bypassed with just a piece of plastic. Nice. So, I believe I'm supposed to count the number of people facing, or the number of things facing each way in all of the pictures on the walls. And the first 2 numbers will be the number of people facing left, because that is the left 2 numbers. And then the second 2 numbers will be the number of things facing right. I keep saying people, but there are horses in here as well. That's what I'm working on. Oh no, Cass. Okay, let's start with the easy one. 1 left. It's a real one, I'm pretty sure. I believe it. Okay. 1. Okay, so what's the easiest way? Do I have a pen? I'm going to not even actually. I'm going to do this with. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get a pen because I think this is going to be easier by doing tack marks. All right. Left. Right. Actually, just do it right here. Okay. So we have one for left. And I think I just it's the easiest way of making sure I don't double count them. Left, guy with umbrella. Right, horse. Right, kid losing hat. Right, lady in dress. Left, guy with a cane. Right, guy with a cane. Left, guy with umbrella. Left, guy with umbrella. Left, guy with umbrella. I actually just got cut. No, I'm sorry. Okay. So we've done all of these, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I have 10 total. Yeah, cool. All right. Just these guys. Okay, left, woman in pretty dress. Left, horse. Left, guy with umbrella. Left, guy with cane. Right, horse. Right, kid losing his hat. Right, horse. Right, guy with cane. Right, guy losing his hat. Right, guy with cane. Right, guy with cane. Right, guy with cane. So something else about Ultra Harris is it doesn't save any progress until they beat the mission, just crash. Oh no! I'm sorry to hear that. Did I do that horse? I don't think I... Fuck. There's 4... 7. There's 7 here. No, you can't come back. Okay. 1, 9. 1, 2, 3, 6. So... And then 7? Okay. So, if I've gotten everything here, then I would be at 23. I'm at 10. I'm at 22. Okay, so 1 horse to the left. Five. Okay. Lady in dress looking right. Kid losing his hat looking left. Umbrella looking left. Umbrella looking left. Umbrella looking left. Umbrella looking right. Umbrella looking right. Cane guy going right. Kid losing his hat going right. Umbrella looking left. Umbrella looking left. Umbrella looking left. And this is 1, 2, 3, 7. And then finally... 1, 2, 3. This is 6. Umbrella looking right. Cane looking left. Cane looking right. Woman dress looking left. Guy with umbrella looking right. Horse looking left. That is very even. Huh. I am now concerned that I did all this for... And I'm going to be very wrong. Okay, let's see if this works. So, I've currently got 21 looking left and 20 looking right. And then, hold on, quick math. 1, 9, 6, 7, 5, 7, 6. So 10, 16, 23, 28, 35, 41. Okay. So 2, 1, 2, 0. Damn. Okay. I was wrong. All right. We've got an ad coming up. I now have to think about what We're counting something. But I don't know. Maybe it's just one of the specific ones? Might just be one of the specific ones. Small gates. Maybe it's just a small... Is there any other indications to time of month or month in here? That's the only other thing I think I could be missing. That's just the current time. Okay, we've got to add, so we're going to let that ad break run. I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. See you soon. Normally, when I go on ad break, I get up, I try and do something productive, even if it's as simple as like cleaning one dish. But this puzzle was pissing me off. And I was looking at these lines and arrows in front of me, and I was trying to figure out what the hell is the point of them if it's not to point out what direction they're facing. And then I realized the lines were different sizes, and they were showing the size of their fucking gate. If we count small gates, is the key to almost all of the safes. But it's spelled Gates. So why would I think about a different gate? Except for all the goddamn dad jokes that get old in my chat. So see how it's small here, but the horse, it's big? We're not counting the horse. We're counting, and we're not counting the guy with the cane. You're welcome for my service. Thank you for your service. But we are counting the lady in the dress. We're counting the guy with the umbrella. And those are the only two we're counting. So let's do left and right again, except just with the small ones. Okay, so 1 left, 2 right. Three left, 2 right. We did these 3. 3 left, 1 right. None here. One left, 2 left. One right, and then 4 left, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so let's try this again. It'll be 1306 if this is correct. Okay. I didn't type clear before, so let's just... Okay. So, I think we're on the right track, though. We're going to project will be lurking. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. How else can we break this down? It could be that the women is 1 count and then the man is another. So how many of the women is... But I don't know which... She's not facing left or right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then how many of the man is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One, 5, 0, 4. Now, why was the woman second? Because I feel like it could have just as easily been 0415. Oh, both work. Okay, never mind then. Okay, I am much less annoyed then. I never wrote down the code for the draft, not draft room, but the other one. All right, drawing room. So we got there. Poor Craig. Or poor Splash. Trying to avoid spoilers by muting, and then Craig types the answer. 6. Dearest Mary, I know the events of the past year have catapulted you into a world you may not have been ready for. It's cruel, the way time... You cannot time out yourself, I tried. Oh. Hold on. If I go on Twitch, can I delete it? No. Really? Wait, why? I can't delete any message? Hold on. Twitch.tv/JKL Harris. What is... Why can't I delete the message? Subscribe to earn drops. Oh yeah, if you give 2 subs, you can get a free month of Crunchyroll. Oh, I don't even get to view my chat history if I just go to my chat. Never mind. Well, whoops. It's cruel, the way time rips through our lives, leaving them barren and fruitless, like wind-scarred plains. Throughout this all, I know your principal concern has always been Simon. You didn't need to confide in me yesterday for me to realize that fact. Everyone who knows you understands this. I will take full responsibility to ensure that regardless of how your current project pans out, Simon is shielded from any fallout and, God forbid, repercussions. A child should never suffer the iniquity of their parents. What? No, you should be fine now. I, of course, write you all this in the hope that I can set your mind at peace when imagining the worst case scenarios. Not because I think such an outcome is likely. No, Mary, I have few apprehensions and fewer fears. Assuming everything goes according to plan, you should be reunited with Simon again before his 10th birthday. While 2 years might seem like an eternity to a mother, I've always heard the days pass by more quickly in the East. As for me and you, I've already come to terms that our meeting yesterday was very likely our last. I am too old and too stubborn to ever leave this place. I'm too attached to the home our family has built up. Room by room. Yes, I have a strong premonition I will be buried in red soil, under red flags. A compromise I know you yourself would never accept. It's been a joy watching you grow up and getting to know you. Your mother and I spoke of little else during your school days. I know she'd feel the same bittersweet pride I feel now. See you following your father's footsteps and make the same sacrifice needed. Farewell, my marigold. We may yet meet again. Your uncle Herbert. So, April 15th of some point, he realized, or he had, hold on. So, April 14th of some year, he ran into her again. I'm going to write those days down. Not because I think they're a code, but I think it's probably important for establishing a timeline. All right, so drawing room is now gem neutral. That's honestly really good. Let's do this one first. Ooh. Ooh. Simon, yes, Simon is great nephew. That is something we've known. I think that's like one of the first pieces of information we learn, is that he's the great nephew. Herbert Sinclair doesn't have any children of his own. If you enter antechamber, let's see. Do I want quest bedroom or do I want closet? 0 cost 2 exit with a positive effect is huge. Yeah, no, that's a really big deal. We talked, like I just earlier talked about how good the chapel is, and you're spending coins to go through the chapel. I don't want a kitchen this early. Do I want a dead end here? I like both these rooms, but I also do have a free redraw. But I'm tempted to just get a dead end out of the way. Do I want steps right now? No, I want to make sure I have stuff for whatever I need. And Rerolling keys, fine. Someone just biked behind my place where there's no path back there. That was interesting. Okay. I think I'm using my reroll here. I don't really... I mean, I could use a lavatory. This isn't the worst lavatory. It's actually funny that lavatory is the only one I'm considering. I don't think I want to spend a gem on security. I could do hallway. I just hate using hallway in a situation like this. This is why I should have gone up to parlor before I went up to, like... I should have drafted chapel and then went to parlor. I think is what I should have done. I'm kind of regretting not doing that. Let's just use a redraw. That's one of the reasons for doing this room. Spare room or quest bedroom? Honestly, I think here I take the quest bedroom. Spare room, like I can easily get to that room from parlor. There's so many, well, I say there's so many turn lefts as I haven't gotten any. Yeah, let's just do quest bedroom. Imagine 2 value on this run. Oh yeah. It's kind of funny how often, now that I feel like I have a better grasp on house building, how often I get something that mentions how many dead end rooms I have. No other reason to come back through here, right? All right, so on to the parlor. We've got a reroll going to the parlor, which is great. Because if we happen to get completely screwed, we didn't. We've got all of our gems. This is honestly really ideal for what we've done so far. We want to set ourselves up for success going forward. And all right, white box is empty. This is the only true statement. There are 2 false statements. Okay. If this is true, these are both false. Which actually... Okay. So this is where I kind of walked back earlier what I said. Doesn't black have to be true? No. Because if black's false, that actually tells us even more. If black's true, it doesn't tell us which box the gem's in. If black is false, it tells us exactly what gem. Yeah. The black has to be false for us to know where the gems are. Yeah. I think Crank is starting to... I think Crank is getting to exactly what I was talking about. Of no matter what's written on the boxes, what is always the biggest hint is only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. If this doesn't tell us where the gems are, this doesn't tell us where the gems are. This tells us either where the gems are or aren't. So just by that, it almost feels like we can just go off of this, which says the white box is empty, which isn't true. Now, we can come at this a couple other ways and also prove that this is the only false one. But, like Crank said, this is the only way we know where a gem is, by saying that is false. And we get 3 gems. Okay. We left or straight, preferably both. I'm going to take the den here. I know I already have 5 keys, but I think I prioritize saving corridor for when doors can be locked. There is a chest in here. I saw it already. I don't want to use a key on that unless I absolutely have to. All right. We've got the reroll in case. This is also just a really good security. I now that we have 7 gems, I am okay with using a security here so we can maybe put another dead end in that corner. And we can see what we've missed besides the chest. Do I spend a gem to get a dead end out of the way? I should have looked at the computer first. I don't know why I did this. I'm thinking it is worth the gem to remove this now. Is that the broken lever? Wait, what? No. Huh. Oh, I wanted to look at the main menu. Because, well, a couple things. Let's... Keycard system settings. Let's set the security level to low. Oh, another thing I've learned that I can't believe I never learned. The security even show items. Yes. Yes, it does. And it would show an item in that room, even if we haven't been into it, because we've unlocked it. One other thing I've learned that makes me feel really stupid. Key cards are not one-time use. Once you have a key card, you can open up anything. So if we get a key card, it's like that we got... That saves us from having to do the utility closet. So if we get a key card, we don't need utility closet. We can just go into all the things, and we want to set security level to high. There was no item 0. Oh, no. So what it is on the right side, it will list items you've missed. Like, here, let me just show you. Return to security menu, view state inventory. See how all these things are listed on the left? On the right side is where items that we've missed will be listed. That's what all that dead space is for. All right, Swan Song. I've seen it before. I think one of the first times I had security. That's how I learned I'd miss a magnifying glass. All right. Actually, there's a couple things I want to do here. Staff announcements. So I'm curious about this. Technically, we have finished what we needed to do. Now, for gameplay reasons, I could see the staff isn't coming back ever. You could be on day 5,000 and the staff still hasn't come back. But I figured there'd be something that mentions it. I haven't been doing special orders. I don't think I care. Because it requires having a commissary. I guess, you know what? Who am I kidding? I always want a shovel order out there. Who am I kidding? Road terminal access. This is what we want to do. We'd like to connect to this terminal using a Blackbridge connection. Yes. We want to connect to the laboratory. Because this lets us set up an experiment. Which we then trigger every time we draft a workshop room, which includes the room we're already in. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps and then spread dirt in the driveway, add a small chest entrance hall, add 3 aquariums. Ooh. Wait. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps and then add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool, which are red rooms. I don't think that's the right move, but that is a funny move. Yo, dog, I heard you like aquariums, so let's go ham and have 1 billion aquariums. Horrible combo, but funny. It's so funny. I almost want to do it. Just because I don't have I don't have either a shovel or a sledgehammer, so I'm not too keen on spreading dirt in the driveway or adding a small chest to the entrance hall. I'm not going to do that combo. But I think I am doing the added 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. Maybe... What is considered the archive floor plans? Are these the archive floor plans? Is this the archive floor plans? I don't... Actually, I can look at it. Imagine the Applewood with classrooms. There's a boudoir upgrade that gives you 3 apples in your boudoir. It is actually kind of sick. This is not... Nothing says archived. Black... Oh, black print. Oh, I'm an idiot. This is what they mean. Whenever you draft after you've gotten archives, one of the rooms is archived. That's what they mean. Okay, that's not it. I do everything I can to not Oh, don't tell me because I exited that. Okay. Okay, so it's not. It's each time you eat an apple. We're gonna add 3 aquariums. Attack the window. I'm not sure why. All right. Damn. Never got to do that. Okay. This reminds me. We now have email. Oh, no. I know. I can now access email from anywhere, and I'm curious what that lets me do. Oh! Oh! These are emails we've never even seen! Kirk. Randolph Moore. That's the R Moore, or Moore R that we had. Kirk, per our last meeting, effective immediately, please suspend all security camera recordings. Live surveillance has been approved, but the Baron no longer wishes to have tape logs of activity on the estate. Those might seem like a security risk, but I promise good reasons behind this seemingly unsound decision. Mailbox. Kirk Darren. Possible admin keys. Kirk Darren. Mr. Darren, sorry for the lagging reply. I'm still learning how to use this machine. Thanks for bringing this issue to our attention. This is not something I considered, but it seemed like a reasonable suggestion. Let us discuss it with the Baron during our next meeting. Let us express interest in installing secondary access levers for both redundancy and convenience. This may be the perfect excuse to allow him to execute those plans should he still wish to do so. Mrs. Babbage, I'd like to address one potential security vulnerability of having an antechamber lever in the weight room. As years have gone by, the Baron's frequency of working out in the room has gone from once in a red moon to as rare as a man without self-pity. As such, we find this room mostly relegated to guest use, and given that an antechamber lever is not only unsuited, but also poses a security risk, advise we either remove or conceal it, install a secondary lever to control the south entrance. The weight room has a goddamn lever? This is Darren. If you have any more of those red and blue memo sheets, the Baron has requested a handful of each for a new project he is working on in the Clock Tower. For my part, I can't understand for the life of me why you and the Baron continually insist on confounding my staff every other person who stumbles upon one of your colored memos. I'm not confident confusion is the best security. It's not my department, so I'll leave that up to you and the Baron. Okay. Hold on. Can I connect to the network from the laboratory and see their emails? No, just shows us. Okay. Okay, so that's interesting. I think there's not a reason to go in there right now then. If... Oh. We need a magnifying glass for this too. Although I think it says enlist written by hand. I just would like to see that for sure. Ah, bedroom's great here. Yeah, bedroom's great here. There's an argument for spare room, actually, of unless I get 3 dead ends of the spare room, then everything there is good too. Like, spare room in a bedroom is better than doing a bedroom, because if we do get bedroom and then like dead end, spare room, something else, or like corridor, or... yeah, I've convinced myself it's spare room here. Although I would really like that bedroom. I like the parlor here. Okay. The other 2 boxes are empty. The other 2 boxes are false. The white box is true. Okay. This is guaranteed to be false. Because... oh, actually, it's just straight up. It doesn't matter what the other 2 say. Well, okay. It does matter what the other 2 say. This is the only... again, this is the only one that talks about where the gems could be. If... if this is true... or, sorry, if this is false, then I have no idea where the gem is. Because it'd be in one of these 2 and don't know. So if this is true, then this is obviously false, because it says the other 2 boxes are false. Also, this says the other 2 boxes are false. And this says that's true. Which then says, yeah, anyway, this is true. It's in the black. All right. Hallway or gift shop? Hallway or gift shop? Kind of like the gift shop more. Both let me put in a dead end here, but I think I'd rather keep going, like, snaking around. And I can remind myself what I've bought so far. Oh, the lunchbox, that's right. Okay. Oh, this unlocks dare mode. Oh, okay. So, yeah. That's what we need all that money for. Oh. Huh. Merry Christmas. Stay safe this holiday season. Mother. I give up. I'm stumped. Gift shop? Yeah. There's a gift shop now that we've won. Got a gift shop. We're so good at the game. Okay, let's open this door and put a dead end. None of these are dead ends. Well, that sucks. We do have a lot of money. Maybe this is a good commissary. These items suck. Oh, never mind. There's a sledgehammer. I lied. I'm sorry, sledgehammer. I didn't see you. I apologize. Okay, where was the chest? It was in the den? That's not that far back. We'll go back and get it. This is running shoes erasure. Good. So interestingly, like something that just from that whole thing just with the box through the trunk reminded me of. What does Silver Key do again? When you open up a door, it's going to give you options of the max amount of doors that it possibly can give. I say max amount of doors it could possibly give because on any of these I guess these are rows and these are, if these are ranks, these are rows. Row 2, row 3, row 4 could be 4 doors. I am all like I'd be willing to go right into a wiki that on the outside walls you cannot draft a room that has a door that goes to the outside. Like they could have just blocked it off, but I think the answer is you actually can't. So I think if you open up a like if I had a door here, for instance, from the parlor, and it was locked, I used Silver Key on it, I think I could get three door rooms. But anyway, it just gives you like all the rooms are the max amount of doors, which can be a bad thing because Weight Room has 4 doors, and Archives has 4 doors, and Great Hall has 4 doors. So it's not a good key to just use willy-nilly. It's a key you kind of want to make sure you know what you're doing before you put it in. Ooh, I like bedroom here. I really like bedroom here. This seems like a really good bedroom. Get the nursery. Ooh, we get 3 aquariums? 3 aquariums in the draft pool? Hell yeah. I would not even mind an aquarium here. This actually might be a corridor angle. Because we're probably getting to the point where we would start needing keys. So maybe I don't mind using corridor here. Man, I have a lot of gems, which makes you want to do passage. But trophy room is how many fucking gems? It's like 5. That's a nice boulder. But oh, are you behind? You might be behind. I kind of want to save my gems. And hallway's close enough to passageway that I'm happy. Sure, there's nothing there. Let's do this. Ooh, lockpick? Cool. Cloister, when I've already drafted den. Wait. Oh no. Craig, we're already doing the meme. I didn't need to do anytime you draft a red room, you lose steps. Drafting an aquarium triggers the aquarium anyway. Oh no! I am gonna run out of gems. You're right. I want to get to the foundation, just because that's a lot of free doors. The reason is, look at the shrine. When you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. The aquarium counts as a mechanical room because we have the eels. Oh no! We're gonna run out of gems. This is bad. Let's draft this first. Oh. I don't have a shovel, or I would do this in a fucking heartbeat. I don't mind putting gym here. There's actually, yeah. I'm putting the fucking gym here. Get fucked, gymnasium. Harris, you just gotta find terrace. Also true. Oh my god, you are so right. Come on, terrace. Mother... No, I'm not behind, just how you were saying I like this bedroom. How you said make you think of Shrek. Oh, that's a nice boulder. Spending a gem on walk-in closet feels bad. But maybe it gives me a shovel and then I feel much better immediately. Well, I'm not gonna be short on steps. Yeah, that's for damn sure. Key. Better chance at items. It's been a... We found a lucky rabbit's foot once, right? I feel like I have. We're gonna take the elevator down. That's a really nice t-shirt in there. Yeah, that was a really nice t-shirt. Very expensive. It just looks nice. It does. Okay. Yeah, I am very convinced that the upgrade disc that appears there, once we use it, it doesn't spawn anymore. And I'm starting to think that's the only reason to come down here. Luckily that doesn't take a step, so we're good. Oh, do I want to go back to the antechamber? Well, I don't even have it open yet, and there's a good chance that I just don't open it. Also, why am I doing all this when I still have this hallway? I should go do this hallway. Oh my god. I'm not gonna have enough gems, but I'm gonna have all the goddamn footsteps with all these aquariums because they're bedrooms and I have sleep mask and fucking nursery. We fucked up, Crank. We fucked up. I had nursery already. Losing the footsteps from didn't matter because we just got them back from drafting every aquarium. We fucked up. God damn it. Now we know. It is not utility closet, right? We're just gonna casually add more aquariums to the pool. It's fine. Harris, I could do the ting. Which ting? Maybe okay, you know what? We might be talking about different things. I am now realizing we might be talking about different things. I'm now concerned we are talking about different things. Ooh, I actually really like dining room here. We'll have to talk after stream. I'll tell you my ting, and then you'll tell me if that's what you're talking about. Fucking... Wait, what key do I have? Oh, I do have a special key. I'm actually tempted to use the silver key there. Let's put a pantry down, because we need some money. I think I am going to use the veranda. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Yeah, let's do conference room. I like it here. Got so many steps. Okay, that confirms just what I was thinking, which is it'll be 3 doors instead of 4. The what? New room, we're taking it. This could definitely only be on the West Wing. I'm like almost positive of that. Okay, so what's in here? Queen piece? Okay, hold on. Gain additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. Okay. Who's this? This is a young Herbert S. Sinclair. An upgrade disc. Thank God we have 1 billion footsteps to get back to... Aww. I think this is her at an older age. We will... No, this is... Wait. Well, that's... We've seen his picture before. Who the fuck is this? I do not remember. Okay, queen piece. We're writing that down. Queen. Her ladyship's... What's the room actually called? Chamber. Okay, let's read. Let's not read. I have keys. I have 4 keys. I think you find off so you can do the chess puzzle. Is it just the 6 pieces? It is just the 6 pieces, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wow. Yeah. Holy shit, you're right. So pawn, we have in spades. Bishop, we have a chapel. Rook, we have a nook. Nook. Knight, we have security. Queen, we have her ladyship's chamber. So yeah, holy shit, we're actually, yeah, we're really gunning for the office. Okay, I think it's the dark room. Or it's the bunk room. Man, that is a 1,000 footsteps if I take the bunk room. My argument for the dark room is I could still get power, and then if I get power, that I just get the room. So I think I'm going to do dark room. I'm going to step in to trigger it. And then if I get power, I'll come back. Okay. I got to go to the pantry anyway to get this money, so I'm spending damn. Okay, I'm gonna go around to the aquarium. If that's also locked and I can't lockpick it, then I'm just going to go from there. Wow, the library here sucks. Observatory here is great, on the other hand. Because we get the double effect? Extra keys. Apples are extra delicious. Pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Good thing we have a million billion steps. Well, damn. Now I feel really bad. I've eaten all those apples so far. Are you locked? Wait, what? Wait. Yeah. Why do I look at the telescope again? That's weird. You are not locked. Man, I'm going to be able to get to the antechamber, like, door-wise and not be able to enter it. That's kind of frustrating. Let's not spend the gem, even though I'm probably going to get a billion gems for going back to the entrance hall. Let's do the door then, so we're not completely blocked off. I'm not going to go in yet, though. Going back to the hallway. We're going back to the entrance hall. What does this give me again? Walk-in closet. Should I put up there? So I have 3 extra gems if I need it. But I might not go in the walk-in closet this run just to make sure. Also, I have this upgrade disc. Nursery? Okay. Nursery, whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 8 steps. You have less than 10 steps when you enter this room. Nurse's station. I'm never drafting a nursery late, I think. Although I guess this lets me draft nursery late instead of draft nursery. Indoor nursery. Whenever you draft another green room, 2 gems will sprout in this room. Oh. Interesting. But then we have to come back to it? I like what nursery's doing for me already. Like, it just means I never have to worry about steps on a day where I get an early nursery. And this... Now, granted... Yeah. Granted, I'm already at that point, so I don't need to upgrade it, but, like... This takes... Like, that's one of the downsides of indoor nursery, is I don't have that whenever you draft a bedroom gain 5 steps clause anymore. Now, this makes green rooms much better, but then I don't have the steps to go back. So, I don't know that I need the extra steps from nursery. This probably is, like, going to be one of the least impactful upgrades we've had. Well, never mind. The cloister is the least impactful upgrade we've had. But okay, let's go to the part. We'll go. Check out all these. Oh my god. We're gonna die so rich. Keys for days. No! Don't do this to me. We can do something on the west side, I guess? For a second, I thought there was something still in there. Let's, hold on, real quick. We have missed one key. I don't think I'm going to spend much time looking for that. We're at infinity steps, give or take. Need a freezer? You're not wrong. I would take a freezer at this point. But also, can I get a shovel? Oh, I haven't even grabbed the gem from in here. 1, 2, 2, 5. Pint. That's where the key was. Okay. Office. Holy sh... We are so fucking set. Okay, an ad's about to start. I've been needing to pee for like 20 minutes now. I'm just gonna run the ad right now, and then we're gonna fucking immediately come and go do that chess one. So I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. we are back. Now, before we get too excited, we gotta open the safe, get our gem. We've got a key card. We've counted our small gates. We get our gem. And we're going to spread gold in a state. This is service quarter and maid's chamber, yeah, which we don't have either of. We do someday need to do one or both of those, because I'm assuming it's something more than just money. Do I need the money before? Okay, actually, 2 questions. What is the? I think faster way is just going out the front. Because foundation, we have to like do some weird shenanigans. I'd rather just leave it how it actually is. So let's just walk out the front, which is this way, yeah. Google lost medieval servant boy. The result was this page cannot be found. Oh, I went the wrong way. I need to go this way. Amu, I want you to know all of these terrible dad jokes you've been telling me all this time helped me solve a puzzle. And I immediately gave you a DTN credit when I realized it. Are we going through it? Am I going to spend a gem just to show him? I'm spending 2 gems just to show you. This is how much I love you. I'm spending 2 gems. You just tell me? No. I need you to see this because it is so dumb. Okay, so there's a safe in here. Spoiler alert. There's a safe in the drawing room. So the clue we have for all of the safes is if you count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. Do you see the small gates in our view right now? Hell yeah, Amu got it. So yeah, that is our new safe for today. And I had to spend two coins and a bunch of steps because I needed to share that with you because I knew you'd appreciate it. But I think the elevator is the fastest way to get where we're going. Might need to find a food-based safe for some fruit dates. Ooh. No! Damn. Crank stay winning. Crank was like, yo, I'm adding Stream Boo to ban terms. And the spammers have not been able to get through. Okay. Not this one. Where the fuck is it? This as well as a good call. It's stupidly good call. Alright. Her ladyship's chamber. Up 4. I have to back out every time. Office is right below the... So king is below the antechamber. Nook is just by the entrance hall. Okay. Bishops... Was it here? Yeah, it was here. Knight was like... there, and then... Now what? Choose your piece to receive a new permanent power? What? Do I have to blindly choose? If I'm blindly choosing, I'm choosing pawn because I have a feeling it's going to be something associated with the rooms, and good God, do we draft pawn rooms? Ambition of the pawn. When you reach rank 8 each day, you may choose knight, bishop, rook, or queen, gain the power of that piece. Okay, so this lets us redraw anytime we reach rank 8. Mantle of the knight, add the armory to your draft pool. Gambit of the queen. Each time you draft a room on the queen side of your house, lose 5 steps and gain a key. Banner of the king. Each day you may choose a color. Rooms of chosen color are more likely to be drawn while drafting. Oh, man, do I like this. Just... because if I... for instance, if I, like... in the outer room, if I get the shrine, and I get the blessing that wants me to get green rooms, then I can just pick green rooms for the day. Like... honestly, just picking green rooms for the day seems like a sweet thing to do. What are you? Piety of the bishop? You do not have to pay tithes, instead gain 30 gold the first time you enter chapel each day with this power? Oh no. Oh God, I want it. Zitz the rook. You may draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting the 4 corner rooms of your house. That seems sweet too. Man, 30 gold for drafting the chapel and never losing money in it again? I already was talking about how I think I was severely underrating the chapel. And this just makes the chapel like... I'm gonna have to like stop myself from drafting it every time I see it if I do this. 30 gold is a fucking lot. I could buy out a commissary. I think I've not had a commissary that I couldn't have bought out with 30 gold. Like, I'm gonna need like 110 gold for the next thing I want in the gift shop. Like, there's just so much I could do with 30 gold. Can I pick the bishop's power with the pawn? That's my only question. I can. So if there's a day I need the 30 gold, I could just get to rank 8, use the pawn power to get the bishop, and then go back to the chapel? Maybe that's the way to do it. Because there's going to be plenty of times I just sit on this 30 gold. Huh. Man. Like, these are all really good. Although, as you can see, the rook one I think is the weakest, just because how I draft, I'm not getting to these corners like anymore at all, ever. And then I'd have to get up to these corners. Man, there's one thing that I think would really inform my decision for today. If I come back here on subsequent days and I'm able to do the chess puzzle, can I get extra effects? If I can pawn choose knight? Yes. And anything but the king, which makes sense because the pawn can't turn into a king when it reaches rank 8. Oh my God, that's actually so good. Holy shit, I didn't even think about. Oh, it gets to turn into anything but the king. It's... What was that again? Adding the armory. The problem I have with adding a room this late is I feel like... So best case scenario, when you reach rank 8, you only get 8 more rooms to open. And as you can see from here, it's usually less than that. What do you call the priest on Sesame Street? Pastor of Muppets. I'm a little embarrassed. I am not getting that one. It's like Master of Muppets, except Pastor of Muppets, maybe? Is that what it's going for? Actually, it's a Metallica reference. Okay. As someone that, you know, illegally downloaded a song or two in the early 2000s, I'm okay with not getting my Metallica references. Oh, this is so tough. Yeah, these are all great. Man, it is everything. I am doing everything in my power of not asking you, Crank, if I can do this puzzle multiple times to get multiple rewards. Because, most of the love purchased from Kosovo was during the height of Napster lawsuits. It was a CD with the entire Metallica collection MP3 format. Fuck yeah. You know what? I'm never going to be unhappy with the chapel. Like, there's some value. There's definitely lots of value to the other ones. Like, God, Banner of the King. Oh my God. Banner of the King's so good. Has there been a day where Chapel didn't show up for me? Ever? Like, this just... And again, it's not that the Chapel's bad. I am now on Team Chapel. But this makes Chapel fucking goated. Like, But I'd love to see the armory, though. I bet you can come back multiple times, because just never being able to draft the armory because you don't pick knight or pawn seems... interesting. It would be interesting. I guess you technically could do multiple saves, and that lets you get that room. But I think I'm going to choose the bishop. Oh, you may give up this power by turning this chamber on any future day and unlock 2 pieces again. Okay. Okay. So that's how that works. I had to make a choice. And honestly, I like how this works. You only get 1 power at a time, but you can re-choose it. That's a nice way of... Okay, well, time to go back to the chapel. And also, that's a really interesting decision, too, now that we have every time going forward. Like, maybe I get to a point where I buy everything with the chapel, because, like, there's a bunch of expensive items, and that's part of the reason that I want the chapel. But maybe we get to a point where I've bought all the expensive things, so I don't care about the money anymore, and so I'm like... That was a very quiet sound. Okay. So let's go. I think I go back to the office and go from there. I think conference room, dark room is like save for last type of thing. It shouldn't have anything now, right? Oh, wait, 80 coins, that's right. Not that it really matters, but let's... Wait, actually, hold on. I did pick up a key card, right? I'm not... Yeah. Let's... Because I might be able to do something laundering with the keys. Did I even go to the did I even eat out of the dining room? I did not. Let's go see what we need for the dining room. I'll go the right way. Well, no. It's more about launder. If I can launder them to money, and I'm able to get this, that's why. Crank. You're right. I don't need more keys for. Plushie time. Challenge mode time. What do I... Pizza. Is this the furnace? No, that's the stew. Pizza is... Do you know what the plushie does? It unlocks the challenge mode. Oh, it is the furnace. I might still get the furnace. And then... If I do, then I've got a bunch of steps to walk around with. Now, I don't exactly know what the challenge mode does. I just know it is a challenge mode. Okay. Oh. It's just the aquarium. Oh, our nursery upgraded. We got 8 steps out of it. Furnace to draw more aquariums. No, we don't. That's not how it happened today. The red rooms don't give us more, unfortunately. Oh, wait, no, furnace gives us more aquariums. Oh, that's a good point. Damn it. Okay. I am going to use my redraw here. Also, what the fuck? Am I a rank 1? What are these choices? I'm going to use my redraw here because I want a chance to open a door to the left and get in the antechamber. Well, this lets me do it. Pool value. What the fuck is this? Amu, why didn't you tell me that you wrote this game? No! God damn it! Oh, I wanted this to be a keyed room, not a billiard. Does Because we do need to solve more, too. All right. 17. Also, did I write down... Totally not a spoiler or something else that I think I've missed. Totally not at all. Did I write down what the colors actually mean for this? Like, I know I've been doing it by... what's it called? Doing it by memory of this inner circles addition, then this is subtraction, this is multiplication, this is division. But have I actually put down the colors? I don't think I have. I'm going to take out this darts thing that doesn't actually mean anything. So teal addition. The color is just another indicator of what it is. It shown in the classroom. I have seen these colors pop up in other parts of the house. Not in any of the rooms we got today, but I've suddenly seen these, in watching other people's playthroughs, I've seen these colors pop up in very noticeable ways, in things that can be counted. And so I want to make sure I have it down correct. So yes, it is as it's shown in the classroom, but I think that classroom I just wrote off as how to do this game, so I never wrote it down. But I'm now starting to think it's more than just this mini puzzle. So purple is division. Everything is connected, yes. So 18 divided by 6 is 3. Yellow is subtraction. Then pink is multiplication. Okay. Okay, so 6 minus 3 is 3. Times 5 is 15. Divided by 15 is 1. 20 plus 3, 23. Minus 13, 10. Times 2 is 20. Divided by 4 is 5. Didn't even have a square on that one. Is this another silver key? Interesting. That's actually really good to know. That after you use a key, you can potentially get it again. Okay, please, please, please be a locked door. Thank God. Taz, wow, Alu. Alu, Taz. Imagine you misclicked the silver key there. The stream would be over. Even though Taz just showed up, stream would be over. Oh, wait, are we still on our first... Are we 2.5 hours in and we're still on the goddamn first blueprint of the day? You know what you don't need a key for? Your heart? Oh, Jesus Christ. My heart. Aw. Taz. Oops, autocorrect. My chastity belt. Wait, that doesn't sound like a good chastity belt if it doesn't need a key to unlock it. Okay. Now here's the dumb question. What I guess it lets me look around the room again. Well, okay. First off, it lets me get some allowance, which... I do love me some allowance. I don't know why I actually came in here first, though. I mean, I have... rough math, I have infinity steps. Especially because I have a bunch of food in the dining room. I am not worried. So I'm going this way. Never did find a shovel today. That sucks. This is a successfully missed office puzzle. Did I do a puzzle in the office? Oh. The office unlocked a puzzle. But it didn't... The puzzle wasn't in the office. But I know what you mean now. Oh wait, why am I going all the way over there? I'm going right here. Shit, that's... Fuck me. It's this one that I have to do. Wait. Hold on. This isn't it at all. What the fuck? Okay, we're screenshotting this time. Because I didn't do it last time. What did I fuck up? I swear I've done this puzzle before without with the carts in the position they are. But if I go there, that just raises this. This doesn't, but I can't get off in this way. Giggity. Do I actually... oh god, if I have to go at the front, I actually might be fucked. Well, let's go here, see if I fucked up. Yep. Huh. Well, that's annoying. Don't need the 3 gems in there, so I'm not going to go in there. Go back this way. I'm an idiot. I'm an actual idiot. I still need to move the... I need to move the foundation thing one more time. What am I doing all this for? So I can have the thing for going into the dark room? That doesn't do any good. I think I need to stop worrying about this. I think I eat the pizza. Maybe I draft the furnace accidentally out of that fucking room. Out of the dark room. If only... Yeah. See, that makes me think we're talking about the same thing again. Wait. But I need the... The thing I'm thinking of, I need the workshop for it. I wasn't given the workshop in the time you were like, but wait. Also, not just the workshop. I need... Oh, maybe I did have everything. Oh, no, maybe I did have everything. My draft pool is just going to be aquariums. So much fruit. Is there a world that the silver key here is what I want? No, because that gives that a chance of drafting the weight room. There's a casual plus 40 aquariums. All right, that's my aquarium. I didn't use the silver key specifically for this. You mother... Okay. That being said, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Well, I think I know where it is, Craig. And if only star, the star. So I could have just star, the star, and go star. All right, let's see what laundering gets me. Also, there's far less money in here than I thought I was gonna get. And I can't do anything else, right? Besides go to the laundry room. Yeah. I mean, I could go to the commissary, but that's not gonna give me anything. Okay, that's a hanger. Another room you could have probably gotten that I think might have given you a sanctum key. Oh. Well, sanctum key still would have done me any good, right? Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah. Okay. Buddy, I'm sorry. I'm trying to control my laughter, and I didn't laugh in a way that he hates. Oh, what would I do with 57 keys? What would I do with 62 gems? Okay, none of these would do what I want, though. Damn. Well, shoot. Pray for... No, there are no more doors open left to draft. What was here again? Just gems and running shoes? Okay, I think I go down to the foundation, fix my mistake, and then call it a day. So what did I actually get done today? Well, I got the chess puzzle, which is fantastic. +2 allowance. Look, I'm not ever gonna complain about +2 allowance. Open a gift shop? I've opened the gift shop before. I did finally get a screenshot of the map, although I think I know everything out of it. What else did I do? I mean, this is a new room. That's cool. I should still have the buff because I never went in the walk-in closet after getting here. So I assume that applies to even the next time I go through. I really need a powered pump room again. You are not wrong. And so I need to prioritize the pool earlier. Which I think this is the only time I saw the pool, so I don't know how much more I could have done. What else? Made it. You know, actually, that is interesting. We have triggered this experiment 8 times today. The safe house or the shelter does say something about like if things get too high, it unlocks all the doors. And we didn't trigger that with 8 fucking triggers. Which now scares me of how much you have to actually do to get that actual thing. Is there anything else? We'd love to save that, but no. Fucking weight room out of the dark room. Jesus Christ. I mean, it didn't matter. I could have gone in the antechamber or gone in room 46 again and looked around a little bit more and all that stuff, but I don't think that matters too much. We did learn. We actually no. There's more than we did. We went out to the Blackbridge Grotto and wait. Oh, I can't get out of the grotto at this point, can I? I don't think so. That'd be the one other thing is we do have a new name that I'd like to try for the grotto. Didn't mean to come in here. Well, no, I definitely can't make it to the grotto. Anything else in here? All right, let's call it a day. I mean, fucked it, you might have made it outside. 1, 2, 3, or 2, or 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, I would have made it without that. Damn it. Oh well. One new room, but it was a very important room. Okay. I know I'm looking at the time. I don't really have a time for like a full let's super think about all of these things run, but there's a couple things I do really want to do. So let's see if we can just do one of them. And if I throw getting out there, then whatever. +2 allowance, up to 15 gold is not nothing. Oh, I'm wasting a shrine day. That kind of sucks. It's fine though. Okay. K. Damn it! He had security access. Why didn't he have admin access? The people with like 150 allowance and it finds me how they get your max 2 a day. Well, experiments let you up your allowance. I would assume that's how they did it. Am I allowed to? Okay, fuck it. Today's a testing day. Am I allowed to have 2 shrine buffs at once? Or does this overwrite it? Oh. Oh no. It's a testing day. It's a testing day. Craig, you are so right. It's a testing day. You have been cursed. Each time you draft a bedroom, lose a footstep. Each time you draft a hallway, lose a key. Each time you draft a green room, lose a gem. Each time you draft a shop, lose. Each time you draft a red room. Oh, it's a 2-day curse duration. Okay. 2 days. It's a testing day. We are A-okay with this day going terribly, terribly, terribly wrong. And it looks like it's about to. Fuck yeah, we're learning. It's a legit curse. I'm excited. Okay. Oh shit, I already forget what the... shops lose me money. So I only have diamonds and money right now. So bedrooms are fine. Do I want to draft a bunk room without any benefit of it yet? That seems a little silly, but it is a dead end, and I do like getting my dead ends out of the way. I guess if I'm getting a dead end out of the way, I'd rather get like the closet or the storeroom. Let's do this bedroom. Oh, it's footsteps that I lose. Oh, thank God I didn't do the bunk room. Holy shit. What the fuck? Also, that's so funny that Corridor will lose me a key now. I guess it's guaranteed to not lose me 2 keys. How the... I'm trying to see... I'm now at the point where I'm like... We have 3 letters left. What counts as a gate? Oh man. Fuck it. Let's wait. No, commissary. We'll lose that 1 gold. We'll come in here and we'll get. We do love shovels. And sleeve mask and metal detector. I'm gonna lose that money anyway, and I'm gonna fucking need a lot. Yep, shovel. We can go back in the wine cellar and dig. I'm gonna do that real quick, actually. I'll draft this den. Yeah, I'll draft the den, but then I'm gonna go dig in the cellar real quick. Money that I'm gonna lose. Okay, I think I'm gonna go bedroom. Take the key. Wow, these all suck. I think I'm gonna take the library, because one of the things I do really want out of the I do actually really want to book out of the library, so at least making it so I can order it for next time. And that is Realm and Rune. Yeah, because we're gonna need that going forward. Also, this was pointed out in one of the things I watched. Is there any chance there's a safe behind one of these things? I need to find fucking... There's no way, right? Like one book in this entire room that I need to find. Inheritance. Okay, so my inheritance run only took 43 minutes. Longest day. I think that was just the one we just did. One save key. Okay. Oh, I guess there's windows here if... Most drafted parlor. At this point, that makes sense. Most time spent in security. My favorite floor plan's tool shed. Yep. Kitchen's now my most avoided floor plans. Interesting. I mean, I did just avoid it here, too. But anyway. Alright, let's go to the den. Probably because you're good at steps usually. That's true. It's a gem that I don't like spending. I don't like spending gems, and I'm usually good on steps. Wow, it's not patio. Man, I'm gonna need keys today. If hallways use up keys. Like, I could always use money, but how much money I've already spent? Like, okay. We need a fucking nursery. We need a mail room. We need a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, what did it say on this page? The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. I don't know what I expected. Mother... Hold on, I'm coping. I'm gonna find a clue in here that I've missed this entire time. I mean, it's fine to get this out of the way. I just, man, I'm gonna need my gems today, and it is what it is. Well, time to get some money. Even though it's a red room and made us lose all of them. What the fuck's in here? Oh. Man, maybe that wasn't worth the key. Who knows? I'm gonna lose a gem for this, but I'm gonna lose less gems for it. Oh, maybe. This is +1 gem. But all I have to do is draft one more green room, and then that's the same amount of gems. This lets me draft one more red room. Fuck! I can put storerooms other places. I can't put terraces here. Or anywhere but here, so... This might about to be a really short run. Well, luckily it's the pool, which we've been wanting to do. There's my swim trunks. Wait, there's my swim trunks. What the? Marvel highlight was me panic running around and managed to get 3 last hits in a row. Hell yeah. Wait, what? Oh, there's a key. Well, this is going to be fun. I'm using my 1 gem. Because I don't want to lose the gem to something dumb. Oh, that's a spare room. Have I missed anything? Two coins. And 2 trunks I can't get to. Wait, where are the 2 coins I missed? Huh? They're not in there. It doesn't... Oh, maybe... there's no way. I've made it all the way to Foundation? I didn't even think about it. It doesn't... Darkroom doesn't show inventory. You don't get to see the inventory of the darkroom, and if stuff's in the darkroom, you don't get to pick it up unless the lights are on. Can I use the microchip on this? Damn it. Well, let's... Keycard system while we're here. Set this down to low. Hopefully we get either a keycard or power, because I'd love to turn that back to high so I don't have to worry about keys. I don't ever remember seeing anything in a spare room. Yeah. Maybe it's just out here. Maybe it's in Foundation? Oof. Are you locked? Damn it. Okay, that's the end. I mean, honestly, we got rid of a cursed day. We learned about the thing at nursery. Dude, this was a fucking speed run of a day. Was the other darkroom door locked? Yes, it was. We can go back up and look, though. No problem with that. I'm just curious where those coins are. I literally have a metal detector. I don't know why I would have missed them. That makes me... well, there's nothing else I could have missed because it would show up on there, but... I do have a shovel. Wait, I have a shovel. I'm dumb. Keycard, one time. Oh, yeah, after spreading? Yeah, that makes sense. After spreading. I didn't even draft a hallway, and I've went through my keys super fast. Were there keys in the commissary? I don't remember. -2 keys for red rooms. That's true. That can't be ignored. That's a good point. I'm really curious where I missed those coins, because I don't think I've ever, like, there's stuff if we drain the pool, but I don't think I've ever seen. I feel like maybe it's the library. Can't remember. Oh, I didn't buy a salt shaker. Whoops. All right, cool. We learned about the curse. That's honestly incredibly important, in my opinion. What? Those coins must be in the pool. That's so weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So, we've got an ad coming up, which I want to end before. So let's talk real quick. Elden Ring Night Ring comes out in 10 days. Correct? Oh, 9 days. Or approximately 9 days. May 29th. Three friends already own the same. Yeah, that makes sense. Call someone cute. You mean the Sposter? Oh. You mean the Sposter? Look at that. Look at him. I'm just gonna do this. So I don't think about it. Meester Boster. He's the meester. You finish cleaning right when I move the camera away. Okay, so Night Ring comes out in 9 days. I think I'm gonna play it on PlayStation just because, man, freaking Star Wars Outlaws scared the shit out of me. And I'm gonna be playing on controller anyway, so why not just play it on PlayStation? I think I might just be playing Blueprints until then. Because, let's see, the 29th is calendar. That's a Thursday. So I need 4 more streams of Blueprints, and then we play Night Rain when it comes out. EA and FromSoft are very different. If you run ER fine, you probably run Night Rain. I mean, I've had my issues with ER, with Elden Ring. That's kind of my concern, is like, Outlaws Ubisoft point still stands. True. But there was a lot of issues. God, the knight, that like is the first boss, but not the first boss you're supposed to fight. I mean, that was very common for people to have issues there, but I had issues there. No, not Margit. Tree Sentinel. Yes, Tree Sentinel. Yes, Tree Sentinel. That area, I had a lot of issues there, and I had some slowdowns in the Elden Ring DLC. I want to say, didn't make it the game unplayable by any means, but like, yeah, Tree Sentinel, yep. But that's where I'm like, fuck, I might just do it on PS5. I guess, hold on. Is there crossplay? That actually, that should... Night Rain... Crossplay. Never mind. I'm gonna be fucking playing this on PC. What game? Sorry, I thought I hear. Elden Ring Night Rain has only has crossplay between platforms. So PS4 and PS5 can play with each other. Xbox One X and whatever, and all the different PC ways you can buy it on PC can play with each other. But apparently, PC cannot play with PS5, for instance. And I'm assuming I'm going to want to play this with people that have this on PC. What the fuck? Why? Oh, you know what? Elden Ring didn't have it either. Actually, that's okay. I mean, I'm still annoyed by that. Do not get me wrong. But Elden Ring, it's not like Elden Ring had it and now they're taking it away. It's that... Yeah, it just didn't even exist in Elden Ring either. And they probably just were like, cool, network code's good enough, which it really isn't. But okay, I guess I'm getting it on Steam. Hopefully it works well. Right, buddy? Right, buddy? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to see how far we can get in blueprints in the next 4 streams. I don't think we're finishing all the puzzles if we do 4 more streams of this, by the way. This might be something I have to beat off stream, which kind of sucks. I've been enjoying doing this with all you guys. But I also really want to play Night Rain when it comes out. So we'll see. Let's go find someone to raid. Yeah, you're not? Yeah. That's fair. Fuck it. We've raided Ursonis the last 2 Mondays. We can raid Ursonis again. Ursonis, again, is also playing Blueprints. I will be staying and watching this time because I've beaten this game, and I don't mind spoilers at this point because that'll just help all the process go easier. So, again, just warning you guys now. Like, I will... If you're in here and you do spoilers in there, I will absolutely not be happy. And best case scenario will be angry DMs for me. So please don't spoil anything. Just be in there and enjoy it. Enjoy the puzzles. Enjoy everything. If you think you see someone that is spoiling something, I don't know actually their process. I'm usually pretty upfront of like, I think that's a spoiler. If you feel comfortable saying that, just always listen to their mods. Always listen to his mods. That's the best rule I can always give. So let's go raid Ursonis. Let's go enjoy more blueprints, more struggling. Maybe he hasn't found the safe in the drawing room and we get to Pepe laugh. But don't Pepe laugh. Pepe laugh's a spoiler. It's a hint at least. So go say hi to Ursonis. I've been enjoying. I'm glad if I get to watch him do it because who knows? Imagine listening to mods fucking cringe. I mean, true, but also that's always the best way of when dealing with spoilers, especially for a game like this. I think you guys can all appreciate how great it is to experience this game without knowing anything about it, even without hints. I think I would hope that if you're here, you enjoy that type of gameplay, even if we were working it all through together without hints. So I will see you guys over in Orsonus's. I'll see you back here Wednesday. Thanks for watching.